already did it. It's fast, right?
Yeah.
What you were saying about the women being, it's the same thing for women.
Sometimes they're aggressive.
But no, this is the thing which you're not understanding. Aucun garçon qui travaille 8 hours, gentil. You're working hard and you come home and all you want to do, all you want to do is relax, right? Okay? Well, then you have your wife who's been home for the 8 hours that you've been gone for 8 hours, cleaning the house, cooking for you, taking care of the kids. She's working too. That's what we forget. You forget that your wife is also working. It's not that she's at home doing nothing. We don't give the people in our lives credit. If your wife is at home, she may not be going to a job, but she's working. Because when you come home, you have something to eat. When you come home, you have clean clothes. When you come home, your house is clean. Your kids are taken care of. That takes a lot of work. One of these days, I challenge you to stay home with your children for 8 hours, or stay home in the house for 8 hours, and do the things that a woman does for 8 hours. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
I understand.
But no, I'm sorry, but let me explain why they're angry. They want the same the same little relaxing time that you have, they want that too. You think just because they're home and they're not doing anything, you think they're home, they're just, she can sit down when she want to sit down, she can go to sleep when she want to go to sleep. It's not true. Me as a woman, when I'm home, I always find something that needs to be done. I find something that needs to be fixed, something that needs to be clean. I have to go to the store, I have to go into the bank, I have to do, and when I come home, I'm tired.
Yeah. Okay, what about if the house is nice and neat, and then the kids are little, and they keep picking little stuff right there, and then you have to go out there.
But see, it's still the same thing. It takes a little bit more. It's harder. You have to understand, when it's not that the women are not doing anything, it's harder. When you have a little baby and you sit every 5 minutes, you gotta run up to pick up the baby, put the baby in this. It's a lot of work. I would rather go and carry a gun than to stay home and take care of kids, because it's harder. I have more respect for a woman who stays home with her children for 8, 12, 10, 24, and you have to realize a woman's job is never done. It's not just 8 hours. You leave for 8 hours. She is working 24 hours a day. Because even when you come home, she has to take care of you now. She has to make sure you eat. She has to make sure you are okay. And just because you get to come home and say, I'm going to relax, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I'm sorry. You have that opportunity to do that. She doesn't. And if you see she's yelling at you, cussing you, and talking all this stuff, it's because she's trying to tell you something. She's trying to say, I'm tired too.
That's the way she expresses herself.
That's the only way.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand you perfectly, but to be honest with you, I'm telling you straight up. Sometimes you try to do everything you can for the wife, and sometimes she don't want to just take the angle. It usually be another party, or always a third party. There always will be a third party to trigger her, for her to get react. And then when she cannot get to communicate with the third party, then you become the offender. And then next time I know, they call law enforcement, and then when the law enforcement involved, they become the men.
Again, there is a problem. The problem is, what I'm trying to say, when there's a woman has a problem, it doesn't mean she's crazy. It means something is wrong. Something inside of her is telling her, I'm tired. I just want him to tell me he loves me. Maybe I need some time away. Can we go on a vacation together? It is difficult. It's difficult. We as Haitian people, we don't know what it is to have a vacation. We don't know what it is to take time off. We work every day. We don't know what that is. And that is the Haitian community, I'm not gonna lie. We don't know what it is.
They are too strong.
Exactly. They don't know how to relax. Do you know why you were in Haiti? Do you know why? Do you know the real reason why there's a little island called Haiti? We're all Africans. I'm going to explain why. We were Africans. We're from Africa. Somebody decided they're going to take a bunch of African people and put them on a boat and bring them to the,
I studied that when I was in high school.
Okay, but then guess what? The more savage, the ones that they had more problems with. They had problems with these slaves. Okay, because you have the other slaves that they took to Jamaica, they took other slaves different places. But the first ship was so, the people, the white people, I can't deal with this. What is wrong with these people? Guess where they dropped them off? That little island called Haiti.
Yeah, you're right. But you got to understand from the crazy when they do to us.
No, I'm just saying. I'm explaining to you. We are strong-willed.
Yeah.
We were the first, country to get their independence. You understand? That's not because we were weak. That's because we're very strong people. We don't know how. We do not know how to relax. We don't know how to vacation. We don't know how to be soft.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
So when we brought up, when we brought up, remember now, I'm not trying to be wasteful or nothing. It's just when we brought up the French colony, when the French were there, back in the 1800s, they used to be brutal us, and we get to a point and we can't take it anymore.
That's what I'm telling you.
And that makes us angry. Every time we try to create a generation to each other, they took our babies away. I remember those things very well.
But listen, this is the thing. But what you have to understand, I'm just looking at you, you got a lot of hostility inside.
Because I have a lot of things to tell you, because I know. The reason I tell you them is because me, myself personally, I know those things very well.
Listen, brother.
And I know English, and I know Creole, I know both ways. And I speak on my behalf.
Listen, brother. Listen. I want you to listen to me. Okay? You are my brother in Christ, and I love you.
Okay.
Okay? I do. You just need to relax. Take the time. Smile a little bit.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
That anger.
But I'm just want to let you know. One other thing you should know that why some ladies are single. They're single for a very purpose. Sometimes they're single for purpose because they can't. I'm sorry to say that to men. They can't stay. They can't even smell men. Why? Because why? They get to some age. They think they cannot be with each other. Why? Because that. Because I see most women these days, they decide to stay single because they're having trouble they can stand them. Why?
No, it's not that, sir.
We made together, remember?
It's not that, sir. It's not that. The reason we have a lot of women that are single and they prefer to stay single is because somebody in their life hurt them and abused them.
Even if no one who caused that. So they gotta be
it's not always somebody who causes something. You have to understand.
It takes two people.
It takes two.
To
cause pain. First of all, if you have a woman who's sitting over here and you look at her and she looks angry all the time, maybe instead of looking at her and saying, she's always angry, take the time to know the person. Because you'll find out you learn a lot more, and maybe you'll find the reason why that person is so angry all the time. We are very angry people. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We're angry people. Okay? We're naturally just hyper. We're naturally aggressive. And it's in our blood. That's who we are. You understand? And we have we have two things fighting against us. So now as a people, we have to come to ourselves and say, hey, well, if we're like this, then we need to change. Something has to change. It's not working. If it's not working, then you have to find something to make it work. You understand? And that's all I'm telling you. Marriage, family, a country. Look at our country. Look at it. Look at what's going on with it. We are the first country to ever get their independence. We are the first country, you understand, to basically show that we can survive on our own. Okay? But because we're pride, we're not coming together as a family. We're destroying ourselves. There's going to be a couple years from now, there's not even going to be an island called Haiti. Okay? There won't be nobody on the island anymore. And the reason being is because we're killing ourselves. And that's because, again, if there's a problem, we need to find a way to fix it. There is a problem. We're too angry. We can't blame everybody else. Blame yourself.
I understand, but what I see over there, the reason I said, I know what you're coming from. Over there, the one who got more, always want more. Those who can't afford none, they're running for life.
Listen, the poorest man, okay, is the happiest man. Why? Because he knows what he has. You understand? You may have all the money in the world and never find happiness. But if you find one poor man, as long as he has food, as long as he has water, and he has his family, he is happy. Okay? It doesn't matter. Money doesn't make you. Okay? But you have to take responsibility for you.
And that's what's going on right now.
So, and everybody has to take responsibility for their home.
Just yourself.
Just your home first. Don't look at everybody else's home. Forget everybody else's home. Take care of your home first. Okay? And then if you know your home is good, then you put some support somewhere else, and you teach someone else how you make your family good, and that's how we're going to change. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mais c'est true. Nous pas dire tout le monde là hier soir. C'est comme si c'est en main, on va repasser. Tant que nous avons dit chaque monde individuel, où est tout individuel. Vous comprenez qu'on ne soit pas blâme l'autre monde, vous comprenez, ou pas blâme l'autre monde et pour gagner process là. Vous comprenez?
I am who I am because of me. Okay? I am who I am because of me. If I am a failure, I'm a failure because of me. You understand? My family, my father worked hard to make sure I went to school.